Well, George, I think it's fair to say we came up against a very good Manchester City team today. What were your reflections on the 90 minutes?
I think just when we saw what team they put out, they showed some respect by playing what looked like pretty much their strongest side, full of good players. So that's what you want. You want that challenge, and conceding early didn't help. I think if we could have tried to weather the storm for a bit longer, but second half there were a lot of positives, and the boys that started and the boys that came on all showed that in the second half.
Is that the big frustration, that you come to a place like this, you hope to stay in the game as long as you can, but today 15 minutes on the clock and we're already 2 down?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult and confidence gets a bit lower, but I feel like we did create some stuff, and you've got to put some things into perspective as well. But you're going to be disappointed because you want to come here and have an upset, and that's what you hope for. You don't go into the game thinking, oh, I hope we just don't lose by loads. You're trying to win, of course. It's 11 v 11 when it comes down to it. But like I say, the second half showed we had positives, definitely.
Is that what you have to take from today? The change at half time, change in shape and personnel, but actually it was just a bit more of impetus from our side, and we were creating 1 or 2 chances.
Yeah, and maybe a bit more quality. I mean, I had a couple of times I could have done a bit better to provide an opportunity for someone to score, and I think it's those fine margins, and the difference is when they get those opportunities, it's 1, 2, 3, game over. So yeah, there's positives there that we can at least create chances against probably one of the best teams in the country. So we've got to take that into the Championship now, and we're out of both the cups, so we've got to really make sure we focus on that and get as high up the league we can.
Watching on from the side, you can see the quality that they've got in their team. When you're on the pitch, what are the big differences between that Championship level, which we play our trade in week in, week out, and that elite level?
I think just they punish any sort of bad positioning mistake, and obviously their control and just natural ability. It is a higher level, and that's why they're right at the top. And it's quite humbling, but it's where you want to be. You want to play against these guys every week, hopefully, and we certainly need to turn things around in the league if we even want to consider that. But I think at the first half we showed them too much respect, and we could have been a bit more aggressive, but they were fantastic at times as well, so it's a bit of both.
Do the boys have to take any credit for mentally staying in the game? It can be quite disheartening when you haven't had a lot of the ball, and even when you do get it back, you've worked that hard out of possession to retain it. So to keep going, to keep plugging away and not throw the towel in that second half.
Yeah, that's what's important. And it was all about stick together. I mean, the lads were saying it on the pitch half time. It's that togetherness, and if you don't have that, then you can collapse at times. But I felt we didn't collapse, and that was important. Of course, we conceded 3, so that's not ideal. But we'll take what we can from the second half.
Championship campaign, like you say, to look forward to now, a full week to prepare for Middlesbrough. What do we need to do in this second half of the season that we perhaps were missing in the first?
Win some games, keep more clean sheets like we were at the start of the season, build in that foundation, have that solidarity that we showed at the start of the season, because I believe the type of football we play and with this squad, if we build on those clean sheets, we know we can score the goals, and it's not about winning by huge margins, but personally as a defender, that's how I'd like it. I mean, the attacking players might say otherwise, but I think that's what we need to get back to personally.
Finally, I know it might not mean much now straight after the game, but don the captain's armband today, another club that you've skippered in, another proud moment, I suppose. Yeah, but I want to stress, to be honest, I was very proud, and I'm always proud to lead the lads wherever I am, but stress Harley is the club captain, and when Dukey came on, pass the armband to him. Like, I've got that respect for those two, and the lads that have been here a long time. I've been at a club previously for a very long time, and I think, that those guys deserve that respect, and they, behind the scenes, they're both just brilliant professionals, brilliant around the group. So I want to stress that more than anything, to be honest. Appreciate you talking to us, George.
All right, nice one.